Hi, everyone. We want to welcome you to the SkillsCommons HBCU partnership, and we're going to work on this webinar around embedding OER into Canvas. And so as we go through this presentation today, just to let you know, my name is Rick Lemadou, and I'm Associate Director of SkillsCommons.org. And as we go through the presentation, I just want you to realize that we're going to just do a quick review of OER and what's possible with OER. Then we're going to look into SkillsCommons and how you can find OER training materials in SkillsCommons, and then demonstrate how to take that and reuse it in Canvas. And so once we get in there, you're going to see there's going to be some quick movements and things like that, and you're going to say, oh no, I didn't catch that. But just rest assured, you can always rewind this video, and also you will have access to the slides with my notes on them. So you'll have all the steps there in place to help you and to guide you. And again, if you need help with anything, you can always reach us at support@skillscommons.org. And so we're just looking at OER for this initiative, working with the HBCUs and getting people up to speed on using those. And just really want to emphasize that the content within SkillsCommons provides a CC BY, an attribution license, which means that you can reuse it freely, buys it, retain it, redistribute it, remix it, even to the point where you could sell it. So these OERs are really critical because sometimes when you have programmatic needs, the things that you're looking for cost a lot. It might cost your students a lot of money, but with affordable learning solutions and OER that's out there that you can make over and reuse, it may not exactly meet all of your needs, but you can customize it to meet your needs. You can put your own logo on it. You can put your own CC BY attribution license on it. You can also put specific things to your course if you'd like. And so there's a lot of just freedom within the OER CC BY attribution license that all of the content within SkillsCommons, as you see here on the screen, is tagged with as a result of being under the DOL grant program for community colleges across the country around workforce development and workforce training. And so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into over to SkillsCommons. So I'm going to stop the PowerPoint presentation, and we'll jump over here, and I'll share this screen and show you how at skillscommons.org you can search for content. And so you can search by industry. So if you're looking for a certain industry sector in particular, you can do that. And we have this ADA compliant version, or a lot of people like to go in here and look at the wheel, and you can search the wheel here that is by NAICS codes. So it's a standard for different industry codes around the country nationally that are all follow the same numbering and NAICS code system. So if you see here, manufacturing has over 3,863 submissions in SkillsCommons. And so healthcare and social assistance, 2,696. I'm getting that number from the parentheses. So that doesn't mean that they're just 2,696 or 3,863. There's actually, that's the number of submissions. So within a submission, there could be a whole LMS, right? An LMS export that has videos. You could have PDF, PowerPoint presentations, you can have Word documents, just all kinds of things, rubrics, just name it. So within that one, something that could be just a bunch of materials in there. And so I guess to put it in better perspective, SkillsCommons has over 65,000 files. So that might help to bring it more realistic of what we have in SkillsCommons, just a lot of materials. But you see here, I just went into refining around the wheel here, and I can continue to refine. And I see that I have 1,301 in miscellaneous manufacturing, and I do a final one, and then it brings it up. And then you can see here on the left-hand side, you can continue to refine by industries, by material types. So we have all these different material types. Let me just blow this up a little bit. It might be hard on the eyes. So you can see by grant management materials, syllabi, presentations, reference materials, animations. If you wanted to view more, you could click this and you could view by hybrid and blended courses and just continue to connect. You see online courses in that area and open textbooks and all those great things. So if we head back to that results page, you see here that you can get a hyperlink and just a real brief description. But if you clicked on the hyperlink, it would take you in and you would see where that item was uploaded to SkillsCommons, and you can see more of the metadata, find out some information about it, who was the industry partner, where what occupation or SOC code was a part of, credential, credit types, all these things, how long does the course take, and type of delivery format. So there's some really good information there on the item description page. But if you continue down, you can see you can sort all those by credential types, as well as by institution. So just want to make sure you're aware of that and draw your attention to that around how you can refine your search within the SkillsCommons repository. So now let's go back to the home page, and we're going to find some material in those commons that we can use and reuse in our Canvas course. And so we'll go ahead and work with a keyword search. So all we got to do is type in the word for this demonstration and demonstration. We're going to do electrical simulation. And how about that? It already knows my mind because I've done this a few times, highlighting this work. So I just type in that and then click the enter button. And you see that we got 1,675 results. And that means anything in SkillsCommons that has electrical or simulation, you can view. It will produce a result for that. But the one that we're particularly interested in is this first one, Introduction to Electrical Station, which is what we're going to work with to build, to show how to embed something, some material and content from SkillsCommons into the Canvas learning management system. And also just to let you know, there's previews. So if you wanted to click the preview and be able to view you know, what this material looks like even before you download it, there's an opportunity to do that. So we have a preview for you available, and click on the embed code here and get that. And then also, if you wanted to view the simulation, you see that and work with it and kind of get an idea. Okay, I like this, I don't like this. So there, that one has a preview for it. Again, if you wanted to view anything that had electrical or simulation that had a preview, we have this nice box here. So it refines it down to 287 materials that have previews. So you don't have to download the content where you view it. Now, we also have an advanced search feature as well. And the one thing I want your attention to here is you have all these different metadata fields that you can search by and refine. But one thing that's really neat is this quality assurance organization or editorial board area. And so like if, for example, we worked with the Ohio Manufacturers Association, and if you wanted to find things in manufacturing that were reviewed, it'll produce that results, and see there's 57 results. So that's not all of them that are in SkillsCommons, but that's a few that have been reviewed, peer reviewed by the Ohio Manufacturers Association. Now, all the content in SkillsCommons has a subject matter expert review. And so, so that's great confidence to know that everything had been, that's in SkillsCommons has been subject matter expert reviewed. And as you see here, we have the actual electrical simulation. We have a PDF as well as a Word document that you can download. And then you see here some more information. We even have this available in a SoftChalk Cloud lesson. You could click that hyperlink and view it in a course setting. Again, looking at the material type, just kind of going down here and seeing some more of the metadata. So now at this point, like you do is go ahead and download this. So you would click either one of these files. So if you wanted to, for example, maybe revise the PDF, right? So like right here, you see it says Northeast Community Diversity, Diversified Manufacturing Technology and Trust Circuit Construction Simulation, and you wanted to put your institution's name on there and or logo, you can do that. So if you have Adobe Acrobat or PDF software that you can, edit, you can go ahead and download that. If not, you can download the Intro to Simulation Word document. And so all you have to do is just click it and it will start to download to your downloads folder. And you see that, and then it'll pop up into your downloads folder, and then you can take it and look at it. And so I'll jump back to the presentation just real quick to show you in the PowerPoint just what you can do. And so I'm just clicking through these that we just looked at. And so what you see here is the original. And then over here is how you can remix, revise, edit, and reuse the OER. And so here I just put a SkillsCommons logo on here, just give it a new title. And then on the last page of this document, this Word document and or PDF is be a thing, they have their licensing statement. And so what I did is I put a statement on there with a CC license, with Creative Commons license, and then gave attribution to the original group that created this. And so we have all of the help that you need on how to do this in our support center, and we'll show you that at the presentation as well, and we'll have links to that. Even an attribution generator, that's a great little soft piece of software that you'll see that you can just type in the information and it'll produce this statement for you. So we'll show you that in just a second. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to Canvas, since we have the file downloaded. And so I'm going to blow this one up so y'all can see. And so when you come into your Canvas course, if you don't already have a module created, you can just click module and just add a module there. So let me show you that again. So we're in our Canvas LMS, and so I'm in one of my courses, right? And so I have a bunch of courses here that we've created for SkillsCommons that have Canvas cartridges. And so you can do one of those courses, or you can click add a new course and create a whole new one. But for our purposes, we have this one just to demo. And so again, to add a new module, so we can upload this PDF into the Canvas LMS. So you click that, you title it, and go ahead and just put that in. So as you see, and I put on our SkillsCommons Introduction to Electrical Simulation Lab Activity. And so that's right there. So I double click that. And in order to show you how I did that and uploaded it, I'm going to take you back through the steps. So you can see here's the SkillsCommons version. And so it's embedded right into the Canvas LMS and has all these lab activities that the students will do for a simulation. And we're going to upload the simulation in just a little bit. But here's our CC license, our Creative Commons license there. So I'm going back here. And so to upload this simulation, I think I have to be in, the edit mode is not there. Yeah, I thought that's what that was going to do. So let me just go ahead and just run through the steps. So here I did is under the simulation, I clicked the plus button, okay? And that's how I came up with this here. So if I want to click the plus button, then what I do is I add a file from the drop-down menu. So he gives you all these different options, but we want to click File. And then while it's doing that, it's like loading other files that I might have uploaded currently, it's already in the files folder for this course, or I can create files which is what you want to do, and I'll go to choose files. And then what I want to do is go to my downloads folder, but I've just, for convenience sake, just put in the, put it on my desktop just to show for demo purposes. But you just look in your downloads folder and find that PDF. Now, if you made it over like I did, I gave it a new name so I could be able to find it, and I just double click it. Okay, there it is, and I add the item. It's uploading it, and there it is. That's the new one. Boom, that easy, that quick. Okay, and then it's just rendering as it's come up here. So it's a little bit slower than that first version because it was already in the system. But you see, it's the same exact deal that I uploaded earlier, the same exact PDF version. Okay, so now I have two. So again, you would just click add under the simulation, and then you pick the type of item that you would like to add. So for this example, it's file. All right, so now we're going to actually go and add a simulation. And for that one, we want to take go ahead and add a page so we can embed the actual simulation in here. So we're going to create a page, and we're just going to call it the Introduction to Electrical Simulation. So you can just type it. And again, this is just universal for whatever OER you're going to use. If you're going to embed something like this for, maybe it could be something in medical or healthcare, it could be something, another area in manufacturing or IT. So I've created that. I'm going to add the item. So there it is. Okay. And then that brings this up, and I'm able to go in here and click edit. Now at this point, I need to go back to SkillsCommons, because what am I going to upload? I'm going to actually put in an embed code. So I'm going to stop this example here on Canvas. Okay, so I'm going to go back to SkillsCommons. There it is, because I left that up in the full version. So here I see, you know, as the full screen view. So here I find the link to the simulation, and I can learn about it. I can get some information about this simulation, and then I can copy the embed code. And this is what I want to do here is Command C or Control C if you're on, depending on what system you're on, Mac or PC. So let me escape out of this too, so next time it's easier to find. And now I've got that, and now when I'm back over here into my Canvas course, right, because I created the page, I want to click on this area here for the HTML editor, because I have HTML embed code. So I just clicked down here in the bottom right corner, okay, and then just Command V or Control V, depending on what system you're on. Click Save. That's it. Look at that. It's there like magic. How about that? So now you don't have to send your students out of your LMS or your Canvas. You can just have them come in here and work on these activities right within the LMS. So that's pretty neat. And so that's all you have to do is create a page. Okay, again, add a page, right? Give it a name like we just did. Okay, so I'm just going to do test just first to an example. But whatever your thing is, you just add the item, and then you just paste the embed code using the edit function right up in here. Okay, so you edit, and then the embed code right down here on the bottom corner of this editor window, and you just paste it. That's it. Save, and you're done. Okay, so I'm just going to X out of that because we've already got it, 2 examples already. So I'll go ahead and just delete this one since it's a duplicate. Remove. Yep. All right. So far, so good. again, all the steps are outlined on the presentation here. And so I'll just walk you through each of the steps. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. There's also in the notes section of the PowerPoint, you'll see all the information on how to do this. And it might be helpful if I just show you that. See, now, because we're doing a full screen desktop here, you can see the different notes that I have here. Select the file from the drop-down menus. All this stuff is here to help you. Okay, so this is what we just showed around the embed code. And then also the final version here of how it looks in Canvas. I've also included some steps around how you can import an entire LMS export from SkillsCommons. And so to just highlight that, what you would do is go into SkillsCommons again. And what I did is I did a search. So if I went out to the home page, I did a search for like a welding course that I knew of in SkillsCommons. And so I typed in welding 121. And so again, if you're looking for content, again, you can do it with the material type or keyword searches. And that's basically just all that I did here. And so I want to get this course, welding 121, and I see it's 2 megabytes and it's a hybrid blended course. So I can just download that. And if I wanted to view it, then that's what I have back here. So all you do is just click this, right? Just click that and it'll open up in your downloads folder. And then what it does is it looks like this. It'll come in as a zip folder, but if you double click it, it'll expand and open, and then you can view all the materials that are in there. You have a rubric, you have some Word documents, you have even a PowerPoint, all these great things. And so once you download it and you look at like what's in there and say, wow, this looks pretty good, go ahead and compress it, zip it back up, or just go back to SkillsCommons and just right mouse click and just do download linked file as. And let me just show you how to do that again. So back into SkillsCommons, just right mouse click, download linked file as, and it'll come in as a .zip file. And then you can take that course and into Canvas and upload it. And so I'll just show you the steps in here. There's a number of different steps you need to do, but again, the notes are right here below each slide. It shows you how to do that. And Canvas is really cool because it has an feature where it will allow you to upload other courses, others LMS exports from, like, for example, D2L or Blackboard. So if I just do that, if I just add a new course, and these are in the notes, I'm just going to do a test course here just to show you. But for the example, you'll see it inside the PowerPoint presentation. But here you import content. So let me go back and show you that real quick, that process. So we're in the new course that I've created, import existing content, okay? And then you import content type. So here you see, you have all these different versions and ones that you can do. So because the file for SkillsCommons back here is a D2L export, this is a D2L export, and you'll see that when it comes into your downloads folder, which is what we have here on this slide. I'll show you. See down here, it's a D2L export. So that's what's nice about Canvas is you can actually import a D2L cartridge, okay? So you just click that and it expands, it opens it up, it runs, and then voila, you get a new course and it looks like this. And I didn't touch this course at all after it was imported, and it put it in the folders and files neatly. So here's a course map. So we know, right, this has got an instructor's name and all this kind of stuff specific to a certain institution, this CHAMP course map. So you could change all this if you wanted to. You just see that's just pretty neat features there. Also, there are the instructor guides for the instructor to help them as they go through. So you see there's 4 pages there. And if I move this up, then you can see the different navigation features within Canvas. Again, all this content was built by a TAC grantee, one of the grant projects that were sponsored by the Department of Labor. And here's all the information around that. And then you see some prerequisites that they put in here as well. So there's a lot of information around the course itself and course information for students and student success, how to participate. So you can take and use it if you want. Basically just find what you like, what is going to be useful and helpful, and use it, and the rest you don't have to use. So you can just take that out. I did want to show you this presentation and get down here to a PowerPoint. And this was just embedded because this was part of the course. So you can go through that and see that, and students can view the PowerPoints. So there's just a lot of neat things there that are already put into the embedded or into the course cartridge export. There's even rubrics, as I was saying earlier. Here's some stuff around workplace safety, a little quiz the students can take. Here's some information that was built in Merlot Content Builder with links and all this great stuff there you can do. And you can download a presentation from there. It'll put it in. And so just pretty neat without actually doing anything. So I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like to bring in an export out of SkillsCommons into a Canvas LMS. Get some video here on workplace safety, just some really neat things there. So that's that course. That's the process for importing a common cartridge or a D2L or a Blackboard export that we have in SkillsCommons. And again, all of these are in the notes in SkillsCommons, in the presentation that you're going to get. So I want to go back to that simulation course. I built Intro to Electrical Simulation course. Another thing that I wanted to show you, another feature that we can do in SkillsCommons with Canvas and with the content out of SkillsCommons. And again, these are all screenshots with information on how to do this. Is you can actually bring in a simulation out of SkillsCommons. And so we have the steps to show you how to search for those in SkillsCommons by material type. So for example, I went back to the home page and we did material type. Oh, there it goes. And I'm just going to look for simulations. So I go to the S's and I see there's 469 simulations. And again, I can come in here and I can refine my search, can look by institutions and do refinements there. And I know this guys have some really good stuff, and it's one that I wanted to showcase for you. And so this basic first aid learning simulation, I just right mouse click, download link file as. If I wanted to open it and look at it, I can just download it, unzip it like we showed you earlier. Also have a preview to what this course looks like in SoftChalk Cloud. So this would open up and you could actually see it there without even having to download it. And you see we've created a lesson in SoftChalk Cloud for you to view. Just click cancel on this and you can actually go through the whole presentation if you'd like. Or if there's actually certain things that you would like to look for, you can do it as well. So you can jump over into the menu and actually see all the simulations in particular that you would like to look at. So just some really good stuff. And then we also have for medical areas, this grant project did 10 of these simulations. And so there's links here to the other ones that we created in SoftChalk as well. So for vital signs, you can do the same thing and just go through and view that one. So just pretty neat opportunities there for people to be able to see content we have in on how to embed it as well. So go back to to this one. We download it to our computer, and so I'll just show you these steps real quick as we finish up. Again, these are all in the notes. It'll come down and you'll have it in your downloads folder as a zip folder. Again, if you wanted to open it up, say we didn't have a preview for it, fortunately we do now in SoftChalk, you would want to click, once you opened it and you wanted to view it on your computer, you want to click the HTML index_scorm.html, and then it will open up a web browser, and then you'd be able to step through it that way if you wanted to. Okay, so at this point now we're going to go back to Canvas and basically repeat the steps that we did for embedding the lab activity, where we'd add a module, right? And then we'd name it. This time we're going to insert a page. So we're going to add a page, and then we're going to name it, give it a page name, and then you'll see that it shows up down here as a basic first aid simulation. And so now we've got our page created, and we'd have to go back into SoftChalk to import existing content, similar to what we did with the common cartridge, except when we select from the drop-down arrow, import content, we're going to click the unzip.zip file folder. So let me show you that real quick back in Canvas. So here you see basic first aid simulation. We're going to add a page. Okay, create a page. Even though I've already done this, because you see I got a couple of examples already. So I'm just going to create a basic first aid demo, since we're doing a demo here. So that's going to add the item. Now I've got that there, and I want to click edit, but I need to get the file to put in here. So how do we do that? We go back to our pages, back to, we're going to cancel this for now. Yep, because we don't have that. So I'll show you the steps. Introduction. And so we're going to import existing content, select one, we'll do the unzip zip folder, right? And we're going to find that, here it is, the one that we download from SkillsCommons, the basic first aid SCORM page. So that'll be in your downloads folder. You just double click it, click import. Wants a folder, so we'll just say course files, import, and it'll do that. And with the magic of the internet and doing this previously already, we can go to our files. So I just clicked files here on the right, on the left, I mean. So let me go back and show you where I was. So files, and then we go to media, uploaded media right here. And then we click the SCORM. And then we scroll down, just like we had to view it on our computer, find that index HTML SCORM package. There it is. Click that. So stay with me, hang with me here. What we need to do is click this up in your web browser, copy that URL address, because that's what your when we do this over on our page, this is what's going to point where it's going to point to. So you just copy that. We're going to close this, okay, and we're going to go back to our page that we created, the demo page, and we're going to click edit. Okay, click link right up here on the toolbar. We're going to type in our text, so basic first aid for the demo, simulation for the demo, just so it's unique from the other ones that I put in there. And this is where we paste that link. Okay, click done, click save. Now click on that, voila, magic. And it pops up. Now it comes up with this thing here, this message, because it wants to, the LTI wants to collect the score for your LMS. But you just, for these purposes, you just click cancel. And then again, you can view everything, the whole thing is in there, and you can view the simulation. You can skip around and do whatever you want. So that's pretty much it. Just go ahead and basically rinse and repeat on these steps as you see in the PowerPoint presentation as well. And so I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint, and just to rest assured that all these steps are spelled out here in the PowerPoint in the notes section. All right, so as we're finishing up, just showing you all the screenshots and then the final product there. Within SkillsCommons, we have a support center. We have a link to the support center right here. Can also take you there from here. And under the contribute area, we'll take you to the support center where you'll find all the great materials and information to help you. I think the things that would be most important are around Creative Commons licensing, accessibility, requirements, and then the FAQs are going to be the big one, especially around this area. And I've got a screenshot on the PowerPoint presentation. What do you do to view that? So we show you, again, the steps on how to do that. Here's some more information around downloading material from SkillsCommons. So this page here, I've got this link in the PowerPoint, as you'll see right here on this page. So you have that right there in the notes section. And then about reusing material and doing the attribution license, information around Creative Commons licensing. And then here is the attribution builder, which we have a link for in SkillsCommons that was created as part of the TAC program by another institution out in Washington State, and the information is there about that. But this is a really cool tool that will provide you your attribution statement to put on OER materials that you're reusing. And so it's a really, really effective tool for you. So if you've enjoyed the presentation, again, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to shout to SkillsCommons at support@skillscommons.org. Again, my name is Rick Lemondew. I'm Associate Director for SkillsCommons, and be more than happy to help you. And as well as the rest of the team, it's something I can't help you with. I'm sure somebody on our team will get that answer for you. We've got a very talented and supportive team, and we're here to help you and support your success in reusing OER and embedding into your Canvas LMS. So thank you very much.